Counting down to the live stream. Counting down till I think everyone's all locked down in South Australia now. I wasn't paying that close attention to when enforcement started. I think it might have been at 5 o'clock. But hopefully it's only for a couple of weeks for them. Get it under control. Sorry, I'm just, as per usual, fucking obsessed with the way this freaking webcam software is working. If I have to adjust anything, but that'll do. So hello, Megaleech and Invisible Chicken. Hope you're doing well. Good to be on the live stream again Wednesday. And for those who missed it, hair's on point, Megaleech. Yeah, it's natural, no product or anything. It's just my hair is old, so if when it's wet I brush it in a particular way, it tends to stay there. One of the benefits of getting older. You saw the Wangafat vid? Yes. I was motivated to do it. I'm going to see if I can do this from now on, get back into making pre-recorded videos, like at least a Wangafat and maybe a TFU Friday or a TFU weekend. Maybe I'll do TFU on the weekend. We will see. Tossing a coin at the moment. Depends on my motivation and time. Maybe a weekend would make sense, actually. Try and get it ready for the weekend. Yeah, see. We shall see. See if I can get out of this weird mental state COVID put me in. And that's the reason I stopped making pre-recorded videos, basically, because it just felt weird. Catherine, yes, bit crazy in your town right now. And Luke, you got police at the supermarkets because people have lost it. And Silumi, the Adelaide gang's all here. So I'm missing the reference to The Witcher, Megaleech. I think I've missed something, but Yep. I have to admit, I'm really disturbed to see people haven't got over the panic buying thing. That's fucking toss a coin. I'm still missing. Did I say something about tossing a coin? Did I? I don't know. My brain doesn't work. I forget things I said 30 seconds ago. Nobody, good evening to you, sir. Good to see you all. Revving things up on this Wednesday, hump day, smoothing off into the second half of the week, which is nice. That's assuming you're a Monday to Friday person. I know not everyone is. I am work-wise, so yes, making it through another week. So nice, Silumi. You got wine, chicken nuggets, and wedges. Bring it on. I have pineapple coconut juice and lemonade. Hellion, hello, Kirsten. And on top of that, I have... This arrived today, which was very prompt because I only ordered it on Friday night, if I remember rightly. So I'm going to do an unboxing of my Archie Rose. Ooh, look at this. This is very special. That's in a special box. And this one's in a special bag. So I'll show you. Yes, this is Kirsten's new workplace. So this is Archie Rose's award-winning rye malt whiskey. Look, it's got open the door and open the door, and there's the whiskey. I'm careful. All right. Put a little groove to get it out, does it? All right. Yeah, so I want to be careful. I don't want to bloody drop the bloody thing. Neat box, though. Archie Rose Distilling Company Rye Malt Whiskey. Unique combination of rare malted rye and the finest malted barley, paired with virgin American oak casks, air-dried for 36 months. Saying it's got notes of spiced custard, ginger, and stone fruit with a lingering herbal finish. Ugh. Batch number 11, bottle 9 of 3,000. Okay, rye malt whiskey. To create this truly unique whiskey, we selectively sourced rare malted rye and the finest malted barley from progressive malt houses, paired them with virgin American oak casks, air-dried for 36 months, and let it all mature in the maritime air of coastal Sydney. A preference for malted rye over the far more commonly used unmalted rye affords this whiskey a point of distinction evident upon the very first sip. This layered aromatic spirit offers notes of spiced custard, ginger, stone fruit, and baked apple pie, with a fresh herbal finish that lingers on the palate. There you go. Does sound very posh, doesn't it? Oh, neat packaging though, Kirsten. See, well, that's why I ordered it, because you said that, what award did they win? It was going to sell out again, so that's why I wanted to get it. And the gin is in this really cute bag. Definitely keeping that. Okay. The drawstring at the top, got to loosen it. So this is the Distillers Strength Gin, 52.4%, so 105 proof. Gin. Big, bold, and distinguished, our distillers created an intense spirit packed with 15 individually distilled botanicals, gin specifically for the Archie Rose team. The fruition of their efforts is balanced and complex with fresh new pears, rose, elderflower, pronounced juniper, and honey direct from our rooftop beehives, perfect at the end of the hard day's work over a hot copper still or at any time. When chilling may reveal a pearlescent mist due to the natural botanical oils and our preference for non-chill filtered spirits. Work out the best way to taste these. Okay, Kirsten unbiasedly says this is Australia's best whiskey. So I'm going to have to taste it. And in fact, I think I'd like to do a taste test side by side with an American rye whiskey. So I've got Rittenhouse rye. How am I supposed to open this seal? Is there an easy thing for morons? Yes, there is. There it is. It's a dotted line there. That must make it easier. Yep, there we go. All right. The bees are moving house next week from their own beehives. So, okay, the only question is, if I'm going to taste these for the first time, I'm going to defer to your expertise, Kirsten. I'm not going to do it now. I've got to know. Still got my juice. But what's the best way to taste these? My normal thing would just be to try it straight on ice. So the best way, or should it be room temperature, or should I do it with tonic or soda or a splash of water? I know different people have different ideas of how to do this. Okay, this one doesn't seem to have the dotted line to help an idiot like me open it, unless I'm just missing it. Oh, that could be it. Got it anyway. Okay. Kirsten doesn't say it. The Australian Distilled Spirits Award says so. There we go. Australian Distilled Distilled Spirits Awards. Established in 2015. 2020 virtual presentation recording. View results. That's all we're interested in, the results. Results. Why am I clicking so many fucking times to see the results? Who the fuck made this website? I just clicked results, I'm not exaggerating, 4 times and I'm still not at the results. So whiskey. Jesus fucking Christ. So the categories: single malt whiskey, unpeated, single malt whiskey, peated, cask strength whiskey, single barrel or cask whiskey, blended whiskey, grain whiskey, single malt, unpeated, gold for Lark Distillery. Nice. Peated whiskey. Ooh, they only awarded bronzes in that thing. Okay, they've been tough. Cask strength whiskey. Gold to Upshot from the Whippersnapper Distillery. Single barrel, single cask from Castle Glen. A blended whiskey. Gold to Lark Distillery and gold to Starward Twofold. Nice. A grain whiskey. Yes, okay. This got gold for best grain whiskey. Rye malt whiskey, Archie Rose Distilling Company. Yee, gold medal. So I've got 2 gold medal Australian whiskies here. That's okay. I'm pretty happy with that. Toronto Maple Leafer and Zvan, hello. Try the rye at room temp and you'll have the distillers over ice. Okay, excellent. That's good advice. I'll follow that. The malt is the champion trophy. Which one's that? The single malt whiskey. Well, good show all around. Oh, that's from the Royal Agricultural Society of Victoria. There you go, the people who put on the show. Well, you know, I'm doing well. I don't know if it's the sort of thing that makes news overseas, but the city of Adelaide has got a slightly troubling COVID outbreak, and so they've just made a snap decision to put some really strict lockdown rules in place for at least 2 weeks. Oh, Zvan, you miss good Kiwi whiskies you could get from the old silent distillery in the South Island. I like your glass half full approach, Catherine. You're not feeling the best. So physically, so lockdown is actually good for you. I like that glass half full approach. So I think what I will actually, I'm going to try this tonight on the stream. I think I will actually make a video for my cocktail channel, and I'm going to do a comparison tonight, but compare the Australian rye whiskey with the American rye whiskey, and maybe some other taste comparisons of things I have in my haul. Megalich, are they following Dan Andrews' lockdown model? It's different. Some bits of it were more strict, and some bits of it were less. Like there's no curfew, not that I've heard. They seem to be stopping takeaway and like home delivery of food, which never stopped in Melbourne. There was, I'd sort of seen a reference to bottle shops being closed in the lockdown, and the person who I saw referring to it said that's a bad idea because alcohol withdrawal is a thing. People with an alcohol dependence could actually die if you suddenly cut off their alcohol supply. But then Safa on Facebook showed me he'd been to the bottle shop, so maybe bottle shops aren't closing. I don't know. John Turnbull, if you wish the provincial government would have the balls to do that in Ontario. Oh, 1,500 a day. Yeah, see, dude, I thought you in Canada were doing better than that. The fucking US is a fucking nightmare. Yeah, okay, I'm actually with you on that. I haven't been paying attention because if you do, you lose your mind. Damn. So it's midnight when stuff closed, Catherine. So maybe bottle shops are closing. Let me see. I'll check the news. There should be a summary of panic buying begins in Adelaide as coronavirus lockdown set to start on Thursday. 4,000 quarantined people. I'm honestly feeling quite positive that this is going to be gotten under control really quickly. Businesses that will remain open include supermarkets, petrol stations, bottle shops, post offices, banks, vets, and medical service. Yay! That's Australia, man. Only vital businesses stay open. Bottle shops. Makes you proud. Makes you proud. Proud to be an Aussie. Yeah, Justin, obviously hotel quarantine is the weak point in the control system. But, again, you've got to let some people come into the country. Again, this, you just got to hope this is another wake-up call for all the state governments to okay, we have got to double down and triple down on the controls in fucking lockdown. In fact, you've got to take it out of these fucking private companies. It's got to be someone's full-time job, and part of the condition is you don't have another job. It's ridiculous. Yes, Catherine, if you got an X-ray due, you'd still be able to do that, definitely. Toronto Maple, if your region got upgraded to yellow status. People still walk around the fucking store, you walk out with no mask. Yeah, the denial is terrifying. I am really not feeling good about the next couple of months. In Australia, I'm feeling good. I really worry about Europe and North America. It just does not look good. Don't want to be the doomsayer, but it doesn't look good. It's glass clean. It's my special glass from Bar Americano. I might taste the whiskey in this one. Oh, maybe not. It's just been sitting there. I think it's been gathering crap. I should wash that, and I'll get another glass that I have washed. Zvan, you want the Victorian borders to keep closed? Well, yeah, there were jokes about, are there any restrictions on people from South Australia crossing over into Victoria? Catherine, you made a mask on the sewing machine. Mrs. Angry made a couple masks here as well. We've also got the disposable ones bought a while back. Van, you are absolutely right. We will be dealing with this virus for at least another year. There is no way that there will be a widely vaccinated population before the second half of next year. It's just not possible. Miserable Chicken, you have a friend in Belgium, and they know people who've got it. Oof, yeah. Toronto, the masks, probably. The masks are not great. I don't like the masks. I wear them for the Practical health reason. I'm not a fan of them. You have to wear a triple layer thick mask with safety glasses and a face shield. Yeez, yeah. Psychologically, that would get a bit difficult. And it just, like, oh God, my feelings for the people who are working in emergency health. You see these pictures of because they're trying to get an airtight seal around the face and they work these really long shifts and you see them coming off shifts and the stuff is just dug into their face and has got what it looks like scarring, just this ingrained mark on their face from the PPV, personal protective. Wait, what? Oh, I've forgotten the acronym, but the protective gear anyway. And you get the medical staff who have worked long shifts with this incredibly restrictive gear on, and they just keep going back day in, day out, and there's really unsettling and depressing stories from the US in particular of hospital staff saying they are dealing with it's PPE, that's it. And my head had got to PPV, and I was thinking, wait, what does the V stand for? It was just, it's a homonym. It's PPE, not PPV. Fucking brain, man, honestly. But yes, reading stories about hospital staff in America saying they're dealing with people who's like dying words. How can this be happening? It's not real, because they're fucking Trumpalo fuckwits. The COVID's a scam. Just the psychological fucking trauma on top of the physical demands of doing this work is just exceptional, and so difficult to process that people are like this, denying something that's self-evidently real, but it's because the fucking politicians keep perpetuating the lie. Like that piece of shit Rand Paul is on Twitter saying why are people excited when they hear a vaccine's 90% effective or 95% effective when catching the virus is 99.999% effective? And it's like, besides the fact, you miserable fucking shit stain, you are grossly overstating the survival rate in a best case scenario. This virus getting out of control and hospitals being overwhelmed means we rapidly escalate. By we, I mean the US and potentially other places, rapidly escalate into a worst case scenario when the death toll goes way north, getting up towards 10%, and a vaccinated public stops the spread of the disease in the community, which prevents a whole bunch of suffering. Because on top of however many people die from the virus, we now have pretty compelling evidence that anywhere from 10 to, so a huge wave of people suffering crippling health disabilities. And I am just so angry there are no repercussions for people talking shit like this. They can just talk shit and the system is so fucked, there's no price for them to pay. It's just fucked. Nobody, your sympathies, no. It's very hard to have sympathy for the Trumpers. It's just that if there was a magic wand I could wave that said only people who deny it's real are going to get it and get sick and die, then I'd be all for that. But these fuckwits are spreading the disease to everyone. Yes, Zvan, fuck Pete Evans too. Yes, another COVID denier. Toronto Maple Leaf, people saying overreacting. Oh my God, it's so sickening when they say you're overreacting. I actually think it's too late for the US. I don't think any action can sort of protect them from a very bad outcome at this point. Because in Melbourne, like when we, start ratcheted up to hundreds of cases a day, the peak was 700, we put the lockdown in place later than we should have. It probably should have happened, 2 weeks earlier, and then it may not have lasted as long. But, because we had to be in lockdown in one form or another for over 100 days. No way in America they're going to tolerate that, but they've let it go so long. You'd have to have really strict lockdown rules for fucking 6 months to have a chance of saving millions of lives, and it's just not going to happen, and it's really fucking disturbing. Ooh, yeah, that would be a bad experience if Visible Chicken, having to tell kids they're orphans because their parents were killed within weeks of each other. Yep. We are living through weird and troubling times. And we don't know what's coming. And as I feel like I say this every live stream, but that's the thing that is really doing my head in this year. We're close enough to a year into this fucking pandemic, and we still don't know what's going to happen. We don't know what it's going to look like in another year, and that fucking freaks me out, quite honestly. Maybe if the US is gone, sunken Titanic. Yeah, I think in Canada you're in a much better position. Oh, and you had one person sneeze, and every eye in torture. Oh, and they're just it's going to destroy their economy. They'll be lucky if the fucking fabric of their society doesn't collapse. Nobody worried about what happens if the US fails. Oh, I worry about the collapse of their poorly secured nuclear weapons, quite honestly. And yeah, the stupidity in the US is playing into China's hands, quite honestly. It's quite bizarre, in fact. I'm just trying to adjust a couple things. Oh god, that just looks terrible. Okay, a webcam's still impossible to get because I think I finally decided I've had enough of this fucking webcam, quite honestly. Wait, maybe I can... is that less? That's slightly less shiny on my forehead, isn't it? My 5 head. Yeah, fucking huge, expansive skull there. Buddy, Trump's a narcissist. Elected by narcissists, yes. Go to the CCC. Yep, no, yeah. He literally abandoned the pandemic plan put in place by Obama because, for all their flaws, and they had a lot, the Obama administration listened to the science peoples who said, it's when, not if. We're going to get a really fucked pandemic. We need to be ready for it. Yeah, Justin, I think martial law in the US is not impossible. Who fucking knows, quite honestly? Okay, I'm a bit more Simpson-y yellow looking, am I? I can adjust that as well. I think that's a white balance thing. If I do this, I should be less yellow now. But yeah, this webcam is fucking shitting me. Mega Leech, if you want to get rid of the webcam, your wife's looking for it. Okay, if I get a new webcam, Mega Leech, I will send it to you. Fucking annoying me. Actually, I think Mrs. Angry was looking for a webcam. We'll see. That's better, is it? Okay. Oh, Safa, the COVID would have been handled 1,000 times better. Like, it hasn't been handled at all. COVID would have been handled 1,000 times better if Obama was still in power. That's not even a question. Because among other things, you would not have had this ridiculous anti-science, anti-reality bullshit going on. So we wouldn't have had as much public misinformation. The fact Trump's been a major source of the public misinformation is a big part of the problem. Ooh, that smells nice. It's like, it's the typical, to me, sort of vanilla caramel whiskey smell. Sometimes whiskeys like burn if you inhale deeply, smelling them. Not this. Yeah, Toronto Maple Leaf. I think that's a fair call. If Obama was still in power, US would be in the same position as Canada. And yes, Invisible Chicken, I did see that. Trump fired the director of the federal cybersecurity because he defended the legitimacy of the election, said no, there was no widespread fraud. In fact, Toronto Maple Leaf, I think if Obama was in power, Canada would be in a better position because you would not have had public discourse dominated by an insane science-denying demagogue. And so that sort of fuckery would have got less of a foothold around the world. Like, Trump has poisoned the entire fucking world. We have to deal with cockheads wearing MAGA hats and spouting QAnon conspiracies here in Australia. It's fucked. Right, I am gonna try my new treats. And in fact, I am going to try the Archie Rose side by side with the Rittenhouse Rye. So get some tasting receptacles. In fact, I might just do shot glasses, actually. Just do little tasties. All right. Shot glasses. Where's my Rittenhouse Rye? It's almost gone. So if I was going to replace the Rittenhouse Rye because it's good to have a rye whiskey, but if I like the Archie Rose better, I'm not going to replace it, that is. Or it's replaced with the Archie Rose. Yeah, Toronto Maple Leaf. I think a lot of Biden's early days would just be trying to reverse ridiculous shit Trump's done. Little bit of Archie Rose. Cypher, Trump should be afraid of jail because he's a fucking criminal. Zvanzi, the establishment of the Democratic Party is not really going to be in that big a rush to investigate Trump when he's out of office because they're all fucking criminals. They don't want to cover up. Locust Trooper, how you been? Maple Leaf, yeah. Yes, you wouldn't have had to deal with Trump trying to stop Canada get N95 masks. Yes. So that's my two rye whiskies. Do they look different? I think Archie Rose is a bit more orange. The Rittenhouse is a bit paler. But I have my first taste. Oh, they're busy boy. Keeping yourself busy. Man, this smells really sweet. It's got that typical rye spiciness on it. Oof. Oh my god, that's so warm going down. That illusion a strong alcohol makes when you swallow it, that it's incredibly warm. I'm really bad at the words. Like, you get people who are really into spirits and they'll say, even the description on here, what they say, spiced custard, ginger, stone fruit, baked apple pie, herbal finish that lingers. Okay, I can definitely go the ginger and the baked apple pie. It's got that caramel cinnamon sort of taste of an apple pie. Ooh, this would go real well with the apple brandy. Yeah. Holy shit, dude, you are fucking killing it with your sales and stuff. I mean, obviously it's keeping you busy, but dude, you're doing so well. That's so cool. Cheers to you. Buddy, you read a book called Dictator's Guide to Power. Explain the keys to power a dictator needs to control to take power. Yeah. And whether it was all Trump or no Trump or all these advisors who were fucking fascist wannabes, it's not hyperbole to say the behavior of the Trump administration from day one has matched exactly the process that Nazi propagandists described as, how to seize power. They literally seem to be and given people like Steve Bannon and the other weird lizard man whose name escapes me at the moment, but who's still working in the White House, they are fucking Nazi worshippers, white supremacists. It's not surprising that so much of this administration clearly mimicked Goering's propaganda techniques, because these guys fucking love that shit. North, I have not used up any of my life watching the new Borat movie. Not that I'm necessarily going to hate it. It's just there's lots of other stuff I want to watch. It's Rittenhouse. Oh, just the smell. Very similar on the nose, actually. Very similar. This is much more spicy on the tongue. Doesn't feel as warm going down. It's got a vaguely medicinal quality to it. You saw a book called The ScoMo Diaries, reviewed by Sean McAuliffe. Does that mean Sean McAuliffe actually wrote it? I've not heard of that one. Doesn't surprise me someone's written it. Inhaled at the wrong time. I'm going to rinse my mouth, cleanse my palate. Dudes, millions of dollars in transactions, dude. You're doing incredibly fucking well. No wonder you're busy selling 50,000 units. The logistics of that are amazing. So go you. Fucking excellent work. Just cleansing my palate. I'm definitely thinking. Yes, thank you, Megaleech. Stephen Miller was the other Stephen I was trying to think of. It's weird, two white supremacist Steves in the White House. Steve Bannon and Stephen Miller. It's an interesting Safa. Is that NAB Banks in Adelaide? I didn't see that story. NAB Banks had problems with physical harm, from angry customers? Oh, yeah, what am I drinking now? This is the Archie Rose. It's definitely gentler on the tongue than the American rye. The American rye is, to me, is all sorts of pins and needles on your tongue, very spicy on the tongue. And the Archie Rose is warmer going down. Just woof. So they didn't say NAB store shut down today. I didn't see that. But do you reckon it was a bomb threat? Two adults in Germany. Himmler's name was Heinrich Himmler. Unless someone wants to correct me, because my knowledge of history is not what I'd call flawless. Sometimes I'd call it not good, in fact. Focus Trooper, happy went to Centrelink, throw your concession card in front of the face, so I don't need the money, you assholes. Fuck. Yes. Fucking take back the power, man. Excellent. So cool. Stella, good evening. Listening on the drive home. Would have shown the remnants of the blast in the super pit, but they fucked the dog. Baby went boom too big and the lookouts closed. Oh, no. Ooh, it actually became dangerous, did it? Oh, dang. Ah, well, one day. Don't want to expose you to anything dangerous. All right, so I'm going to put a little bit of ice in this one for the Distillers Strength Gin. So 105 proof gin. What's this one? 46. So that's about 10%. This is about 10% stronger than your average whiskey, although the Rittenhouse is slightly stronger. This is 46%. The Rittenhouse is a 50%, 100 proof rye whiskey. And most gin's about 40%, although you do get a lot of variation. This one's 52.5%. So drinking the high proof alcohols tonight. Woo! Okay. I'm going to put a little bit of ice in this. Oh. I'm going to chill the gin. Ba-ba. Like, what drinks have I been making? Well, I'm taste testing tonight, some new ones. Not mixing anything. Video that went up on my cocktail channel tonight is a poutine whiskey. Irish moonshine poutine. Which is an unaged white spirit, and same proof as this gin, actually, 52.5%, 105 proof. Toby, how you doing? I'm doing good. You know who could be Nazi? The showrunner behind Game of Thrones, Tom and Tom. There's yeah, I don't know. Yeah, those guys who are behind Game of Thrones got more and more questionable as time went by. Fuck yeah, man. The 1 week millionaire. There is actually, okay. Now I'm going to let's do this. Let's come up with something, because there's a well-known cocktail called the Millionaire. Okay. Which is basically whiskey, orange liqueur, lemon juice, grenadine, absinthe. Well, it's a fucking full-on thing. Absinthe and egg white. What does Difford say it is? Whiskey, orange liqueur, raspberry, lemon juice. Wait, that's different. Ah, they said raspberry syrup instead of grenadine. I could make that with a... see, that could be where I could debut my Archie. Because I think this would go really well in cocktails. Could do it with Australian ingredients. I got Australian whiskey, Australian curacao. Don't have Australian absinthe, although I have actually seen in a bottle shop Australian absinthe, which is weird. Raspberry syrup. Millionaire number one. So apparently there are multiple millionaire recipes. Bourbon, Grand Marnier, lemon juice, grenadine, absinthe. This is a really interesting difference. 45 mils to 2 ounces. 15 mils to 22.5 mils. 5 mils lemon juice to 15 mils lemon juice. Ooh, I don't know. I think the liquor.com is more generous than the Difford's Guide one. Toby saw VD 2 or 3 days ago. He was calling someone a meth addicted whore. Goddamn. Salumi, you got the cutest Cointreau gift pack at BWS. Comes with a little cocktail shaker. Nice. I have to admit, post-Christmas, I like to check out the bottle shops for the gift packs they didn't sell, because then they tend to sell gift packs with the booze for less than buying the booze alone. So it'll be the booze and some extras, like a cocktail shaker or glasses or something. So I always check out the bottle shops after Christmas to see what gift packs are on special. I reckon I could make you one with the Aussie recipes. I need to look more into variants on the Millionaire. Ooh, it's really funny. As I sipped this, I didn't know what I was sipping, and then as all these tastes went in my mouth, it's like, oh, yeah, that's not whiskey anymore. Okay. Punch Drink has recipes for the Millionaire as well. Bourbon, Grand Marnier, Ricard, Grenadine. Found 5 different cocktails carrying the name The Millionaire. Recipes were varying from whiskey to rum to gin. Okay, I've got to find the other ones. Millionaire cocktail number 4. Okay. What's number 1? Ooh, this is a rum. Okay, so the only question... Sorry, your dad wants you to buy him a $200,000 BMW. God damn. Buddy, you got some Kraken rum. Nice. So here's the question, Locust Trooper. If we're going to make you a Millionaire cocktail, do you prefer rum or whiskey, like rum or bourbon, as the base for it? Oh, gee, again. This gin, Archie Rose, for an overproof gin, it's really easy to drink. It's a little bit sweet, even. How do they describe it? Fresh New South Wales pears, rose, elderflower, juniper, and honey. Ah, yeah, it is. It's a little bit sweet. Okay, Locust Trooper whiskey it is. Ooh, Starwood have the gift. I think I've seen that, the Starwood gift pack, the whiskeys for Christmas. That's the single malts, isn't it? Isn't it Fortis and Nova and what else? Now, I'm not a rum snob. I've actually got a bunch of rums over there. The moment I don't have any spiced rums, because I know rum snobs say when they put the spices in the rum, they're just trying to cover up that it's a substandard rum. And that's been a bit uncharitable, I think, because you get some good flavors in spiced rums, but I've got, I don't know, 6 rums over there. I'll show you the one. I got this when it was like $30 off at Dan's. It's the only reason I got it. I thought I'm going to lash out on an expensive bottle of rum. This one. Diplomatico Reserva Exclusiva. Is it from? It's a Bolivian. Is it Bolivian? Rum. It's Venezuela. It's a Venezuelan rum. And yeah, I happened to mention this on the Facebook group, Steve the Bartender's cocktail crew, and some cockhead rum snobs going, that's got lots of added sugar in it. It's like, get fucked. Ooh, Kirsten, you want to make a gingerbread spice syrup? That sounds nice. Sorry, so Toby, if you die early, it'll be because of rum. Yeah, so this one's usually really expensive, but it was $30 off at Dan's, so it was only very expensive. But I just thought, yeah, fuck it, $30 off. Let's get an expensive rum. Wow, that gin is really good. I'm gonna have to make a martini on Friday night with it. Wowzers. Okay. Good purchases today. Yeesh. So what's a millionaire number 4 then, according to this? Rum and gin. Okay. Oof. What's a millionaire number 2 then? That's all saying number 1. Okay, cocktailsandshots.com says they have one for the number 2. Number 2, which appears to be red. Whiskey. Oh, yeah, that's the number 1, really. Except, Jesus, a fuck ton of whiskey they're putting in there. Right. Shake it like a Polaroid picture. Sort of glass. Put it in a Nick and Nora, maybe. Oh, Kirsten, yes. I I did a side by side with the rye, and I do like it, with the Rittenhouse rye, and it's got those typical rye spicy notes and stuff, which are good, but I feel like the Rittenhouse is more aggressive, like attacks your tongue a bit. This is much easier to drink. The Archie Rose is much easier to drink. God, it smells so good. It just smells so good. It's rich, sort of malt molasses type smell. Oof, very good. Like the notes it says in there, I'm so bad with the words, but it says spice custard, ginger, stone fruit, baked apple pie. I'm definitely yes, ginger, definitely yes, baked apple pie. It's got that caramel, cinnamon, and ginger notes in there. It's fun. What do we call Linny Aquavit? Aquavit's like a white spirit, isn't it? I am not that familiar with Aquavit. What does Aquavit taste like? Yeah, okay. When unaged, has a neutral flavor like vodka. It's like a herby vodka. What kind of liquor is Aquavit? Neutral spirit distilled from grain or potato, like vodka or gin. Most commonly flavored with caraway, though dill is prevalent as well. May include fennel, coriander, citrus, and anise. Kirsten, you don't really drink much whiskey and you finished a bottle of rye already. This, I'm definitely going to... Actually, I might make the Millionaire for Locust Trooper now, in fact, just for a laugh. Try it in a cocktail. Big Pat on Twitch, buddy. What are you doing on Twitch? Right. I'll just put these over here. I'm going to get myself together. I'm going to put a glass in the freezer so it chills for a bit. Nick and Nora, I think. And in fact, I'll rinse it with water so it chills a bit faster. Oh, okay, so. Okay. Gotta get some shit together in the freezer. Okay. My shaker. My strainer. Now, ingredients. What do we want? What do we want? Okay. Put some stuff back. This goes here. This goes here. And I have to open. Oh, I've got the absinthe. I've got to open my new bottle of Marionette. I haven't opened it since I got it a week or two ago. Ran out of the other Curacao, and I apparently have not made any Curacao drinks in the interim. And hoorah for Marionette ditching the glass stoppers and getting a cork. I'm well today, Big Pat. I hope you're well too. Well, these guys, the local distillery, like they're literally a couple suburbs that way. This is their standard Curacao, dry orange Curacao. And for fun, they've made their own blue Curacao now. Kind of tempted to get it, but I don't know. So, okay, so I've got to have the whiskey. Got to have the orange Curacao. Got to have the absinthe. Grenadine. I actually don't have any grenadine, but I've got a raspberry syrup. Raspberry and hibiscus. That sounds pretty good. Lemon juice. Got to get the lemon juice out of the fridge. And I won't use an egg white. I'll use Wonder Foam. So, lemon juice. A wonderful. Wonderful. Right. Put some ice in here. All right. I need my jigger. Where my jigger's at? Right, you bloody well right. Okay. Gonna go 2 ounces of our Archie Rose. Right. Most of the recipes say to use a bourbon, so this is going to make it a bit different. Doing it with a rye. Man, it smells good. Okay. 3/4 ounce of curacao. Curacao. Might just do a bar spoon of absinthe. Come on, buddy, you can do it. Come on. Okay, a bar spoon of absinthe. And a bar spoon of the raspberry. Right. And a 1/2 ounce of lemon juice. And there. Lemon juice. Put a 1/2 ounce of lemon juice in. There we go. And a few drops of Wonder Foam. The magical foam. All right. A few droppies of Wonder Foam. And now we give it a shake. Ooh, that's really cold. Okay. Glass. Got chilled a bit. All right. Ooh, that's a nice. All right. So, with a nice foam on there. This one's in honor of Locust Trooper, the 1 week millionaire. So ooh, the flavors in that one. That's quite the combo. That's very interesting, that one. Silumi, thanks for cocktail videos. Build the work this year. Work's considered non-essential. Yes, look, the making cocktails at home has been a real fucking mental health saver for me, honestly. I definitely, and it was fun to do something a bit different. Oh, I know what I'm going to do with this. My new purchase, the Archie Rose rye malt whiskey. I'm going to make an old-fashioned and put some of that French apple walnut liqueur in there, because that apple pie note they have in there with an apple walnut liqueur. I'm going to do it tonight. I'm just going to have one drink tonight. Because I also did the taste testing as well. Taste testing of high proof spirits. So this'll do me for the middle of the week, really. Even though it's only 9 o'clock. But anyway, yes. So far, I'm indeed getting the drink on midweek. Yes, Kirsten offers you excellent advice, Locust Trooper. You got to, if you can, keep at least half your profit aside and get a good accountant. Man, I lucked into a good accountant when I moved to Melbourne like 20 years ago, and I've kept him ever since. Man, dude, saves me so much money. So it's good. So yeah, millionaire. Although, if you're just a whiskey drinker, I reckon a simpler one would be even better. But this is fun. Toast Locust Trooper with a millionaire. It's a very dry cocktail. Might have been helped by a teeny bit of sweetener. Maybe that's just my sweet tooth speaking. I might even do that, actually. I'm just going to reshake it and just put a little bit of sugar syrup in. Where's my sugar syrup? Where is it? There it is. Just going to put a squidge of sugar syrup in. Oops, don't do that. Don't do that. Right, I'm going to reshake it. Svan, your father's accountant fucked up his tax return twice, has to pay 7.5 grand. Yeah, well, a bad accountant is a bad thing. Locust Trooper, dude, you're a legend. Look, not that I really want to say no to a MacBook, because I seriously appreciate it. I would feel, yeah, no, dude, I get what you say about them being good for editing. I really want to talk you out of it. I have to be honest. My first impulse is, oh god, dude, can you find like a charity to give the money to? Look, dude, it's fucking awesome of you to offer, and I have a lot of trouble talking out of it. It just makes me feel guilty, which is maybe dumb, but you know, cheers anyway. So, yep, that's better. Oh yeah, that's better. Maybe I just have a sweet tooth, but that needed. Maybe I should have made it with grenadine rather than that raspberry syrup, because grenadine's really sweet. But I didn't have any grenadine. I make my own grenadine, and I used up the last of what I had and haven't made any more. That is freaking good. Yep, that's definitely it. Unless you like drier cocktails, then you would make it. And obviously, that's the traditional way to make it, without that little bit of sugar syrup I put in. But if you like it drier, the Millionaire number 1 may be for you. Yeah. It's fun. You say, Locust Trooper, send me a MacBook. You're going to send me my eGPU with a Titan XPT that you don't use. I just upgraded my PC with, I was going to say, with help from Abigail. No, thanks to Abigail. Abigail did literally all the work upgrading my PC. Okay, dude, charge your phone. Catch you later. Big Pat, you're moving? Oh, you went to the movies. What did you see today, Big Pat? That sounds cool. I'm personally not quite on board with going to the movies at the moment. I mean, okay, at the moment in Melbourne, the risk of contracting the virus seems to be very close to zero. Like so close to zero, it's impossible to fucking differentiate. But something about being in an enclosed space for several hours is just making me feel not good. Yeah, maybe I should get over it, but I don't know. Still, going out to a restaurant this Saturday night with Mrs. Angry for the first time in, I don't know, 6 months? I fucking lost track of time. Over 100 days anyway. Any time it comes to trying to estimate time this year, I am just not good at it. I don't remember if something was 2 weeks ago or 6 months ago. It's a very weird, fucked up year. But for instance, so I uploaded a Wangafat video tonight, and it's the first one in a really long time. So, but how long? I actually just want to quickly look. May 15, Jesus fucking Christ, 6 months. That was 6 months without a pre-recorded video being uploaded. 6 fucking months. Jesus. COVID did my... Ooh, Big Pat, Tenet. Damn. There, that's the trippy one. Justin, you built a new PC with a friend. Liquid cooler, nice. Yes, Invisible Chicken, year and DOS plan being accepted. Yes. Yeah, I agree. Tron Fry Maple Leaf. Time doesn't exist. Every day is Wednesday. There's like only 3 days in the week: yesterday, today, and tomorrow. Yes, nobody. I like that. Everyone's going to stay up till midnight this New Year's Eve, just to make sure 2020 goes. Yep. Oh man, I like that Millionaire with just a little bit of sugar. I wonder if that was easy. Okay, AZ may or may not join us. It's quite late. Oh, no, it's still 45 minutes. 10 out of 10 for Tenet. Big Pat loves the Tenet. Nice. Okay, so I got to send AZ a link. A linky-dinky-doo. Come on, Gmail. Get your shit together. All right, so we may or may not see AZ. It's often very hard to tell. Okay, I will just text him to let him know I'm done it. All right. Yeah, I expected to hear from him earlier, but he seems to want to come on now. Yes, Salumi, we're all bloody ready for this year to be done. God damn it. Oh, Zvan, Murdoch. Oh, it's fascinating. Like, I'm not the hugest fan of Kevin Rudd, but because he got so much traction with his let's do a royal commission into how Murdoch media is damaging democracy. Ooh, do some alliteration there about damaging democracy. The word has clearly gone out to the Murdoch hacks to do hatchet jobs on him, which they have been doing, which have then subsequently proved to be unfounded, which really just proves his point. So, yes, I agree, Zvan. Murdoch is a fucking piece of shit. News Corp is a shit organization. It's not good. Justin, 2021 is going to be shit with COVID till around 2. At least Trump will be gone. Maybe the world can start to heal. Fucking media outlets have to learn to not give him airtime. That will be a huge challenge to them because he's like ratings gold. But it's so fucking irresponsible to give him a platform. He's going to join OAN, One American Network, and they will rival Fox News for in fact, they will far exceed Fox News for lunacy. Fox News will start to seem calm, rational, and reasoned. And that's not a joke. That's not throwing. I am pretty much 100% convinced that will happen. Trump will join OAN, One American Network, and try and build it up because it's nothing at the moment. But then, yeah, various conservative lunatics will fund various things. Who knows? It's fine. You saw the ABC interview with the CEO of News Corp. Built such a cancerous culture. Rewards influence and power, not hard work and effort. Oh, yeah. Dude, I feel bad for you that you had to live through that. I just imagine the bullying culture there must be so fucked. Oh, yeah, Toronto Maple Leafy. You want the difference between Fox and OAN? OAN is still saying that the result of the election's not decided, that there's like 4 states that aren't decided, which is absolutely not true. But anyway, Justin, maybe Kev's planning return to politics. I doubt it. I wouldn't support that. I think he behaved like a fucking rancid piece of shit. I was so disappointed in him because he was shaping up to be so good. He had such potential. But then apparently his fucking egotism is just so extreme, people couldn't work with him. Big Pat, you want to see my cat? I don't know where she is, brother. Oh, God, Zvan, you automated your job and made yourself redundant at News Corp. Damn. North will rise again. What do I think of cancel culture? There's no such thing as cancel culture. There is people who don't like the idea of being held accountable for their absolutely fucking hideous behavior. There's people who, just don't like taking responsibility for their shit. If you want the broadly accepted idea of cancel culture, there's this thing that ruins people's lives just because they offended the orthodoxy. I would just go point me to a single person who has had their life ruined without fucking deserving it. And it's not cancel culture if the person is a rapist and an abuser. It's the bare fucking minimum you can do to not reward someone who's an abuser. The idea that it's negative, that someone should pay a price. Justice for Johnny Depp. Look, that Johnny Depp and Amber Heard clearly had a completely toxic and mutually destructive relationship that it doesn't appear either of them can hold their head up. It is worth noting that in the UK, where it's actually quite easy to sue someone for libel or slander, it's not like the US, it's worth noting everyone's sort of centering on Amber Heard was bad. Wasn't she being punished? Johnny Depp launched the suit against the tabloids for calling him a wife beater. In the final judgment, the judge said calling you a wife beater is not libel. Okay? In other words, it's not incorrect. So when you hear the stories, the corroborated stories about both him and Amber Heard, they're both clearly pretty fucked people, and they clearly had an absolutely horrific, destructive relationship. But the people who are rushing to say, defend Johnny Depp, I don't think so. I really don't think so. Okay, that was another ping from Hazy. I bet he's having a technical problem. What's happening? Oh, no, he just said thanks. Why don't you fucking make me get out of my fucking chair? Woozers. Jesus. Okay, that fucking millionaire with 2 shots of fucking... Oh! Look out. Speaking of 2 shots of whiskey, it's 80.
Hello. Hi.
Hi.
Oh, God, I'm not too soon.
Not too late, good sir.
That was the line out of Dirk Gently's Detective Agency.
Mm.
It was a bit late. Unfortunately, his client was dead, and he had to explain to the cops a very intricate suicide. Otherwise, he wasn't going to get his $5,000 in a packet. Anywho,
did you ever see the TV series of Dirk Gently?
No, I heard that it was a bit of a mishmash of things.
It was almost completely unrelated to the Douglas Adams thing, starting with being American, like Dirk Gently's American, not British. But it was pretty good in its own right. And then you hear a story that the guy who put it all together is an utter fucking piece of shit, and you're really disappointed in humanity. But anyway, the floor is yours, sir. What do you have to tell us?
Well, I thought yesterday, I was happy with our conversation. It was deep, it was meaningful, it was substantive, and we were being men that were riding the dick rockets to Mars. And Azi's never laid he arrives precisely when he means to thank you.
Mega Leach is on board, buddy. Mega Leach is on board. And he is a wizard as well, quite frankly. So, you know.
Yes.
Black goats under a full moon. I know what's going on.
Fucking the gate under a cape fucking shows everyone who's a wizard. Anywho, so I one of the things that I thought I might have to be careful of last time was I was rambling a little bit. And I was rambling a little bit because I will admit, mildly enhanced.
Okay.
But just mildly. And then I today got to bed at midday, and I haven't slept more than 2 hours in the last 4 days, and you've probably been able to tell that I've been slightly pushing it against the wall. Last time we had a group, I was like supposed to be joining, and I was just moaning, going which is usually a good sign that Daisy's not on form. And today I slept, and then at about 8:30 p.m. Boss of the house presented a lovely eggs Benedict to me, which I'm still eating.
Oh, that's nice.
How good is that? Like,
That's
fucking
nice.
how good is that?
That's
I'm
very
just like,
nice.
oh, yum. And he said, you've got to get up. Oh, yeah, I'll get up. Oh, you got to get up. And I was like, well, yeah, I've got to get up. And this is fucking food you've made me. How nice is that? Have anyone make food is nice, but when it's someone that's special, you just go, yeah. And it's good.
Yeah, that's pretty special. I like that.
And I thought, yeah. And then I looked at the time and went, oh, that's why I said I got to get up. Because I'm half an hour late for work. And we discussed it, and he said, well, you haven't slept in days, so sort of sleep could do you good. Because I, like I said, went to bed at lunchtime.
Yes.
And I like it when you're asleep because you're not as annoying. And I can get stuff done. And all I have to do is push you off me every now and then, because I fall to one side when I sleep, and it happens to be on him, so he just pushes me off him, and then I woke up with crease marks on my forehead where I've landed on my face, on the desk, and they must have gone now. Yeah. So here we are.
Here we are.
I could say I was fighting a bear in Swiss Alps, but I wasn't. I slept in.
Good man. Sleep is good.
And sleep is good. And generally speaking, most people I know, for some fucking reason, even if it's important, they won't wake me up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, this is why, like, text or call me. I'm very uncomfortable because I might be calling the one moment that you fall asleep for the first time in 3 days.
No. Always text and call, and it doesn't matter. Because
I know you say that. But that doesn't stop me feeling guilty.
But think about this. My body's very good at going no more. How many times on the show during an Angry Bunch session have I been going, no, crash, and everyone's going, go to bed easy.
You have gotten increasingly good at recognizing discretion is the better part of valor. So
I have. I used to,
because you're okay, and I'm going to lay a little bit of praise on the AIDS man. The one thing he never wants to do is disappoint anyone else, to the point he would literally fucking kill himself to meet a commitment to someone else, and he needs to slightly be talked out of killing himself because he said he would do a thing that is not really viable to do. So it's a source of happiness to myself and everyone else that you're more willing to go, you know what? I'm kind of fucked. I should go and lie down. So because again, you say don't worry about it. It does make me feel a bit guilty when you're gonna run yourself in the ground to like help me. So yeah.
I know, I respect that. But if I'm tired enough and you call up and say, Archie, what's going on, mate? And I go, well, I'm having a slight crash, but everything's good. And I will go back to bed again once the phone call is finished if I'm tired enough. But you might call up and I might have already been asleep for 10 hours, which is why I've been incognito for that long.
Yeah.
And in that case, that's fine. I mean, it's just it's a potluck thing. So Yeah, that's why I was late. I was late because I slept in. I wasn't, the dog didn't eat my homework, except my coffee ate my blood test.
Oh, okay.
Phoning up the hospital and say, can I have my blood test back? What was on it? Everything. Because it's, why can't you have it? Well, because it's, it had a horrible coffee accident.
Horrible coffee accident.
Yeah, I've got this sippy cup for coffee. It's this.
Mm. Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, those are good. Those are good.
Very
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
And I'll be drinking it like this.
Yeah.
And then put it down without giving it a bit of that. It'll fall over and go gluck, 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 nice and slowly. Used to be that I had much bigger cups with much more open mouths, and I'd lose the lot in one go. And that was starting to annoy everyone in the house because of the sticky sugarness going all over the desk. I got a thumping for that once.
Oh dear.
I deserved it thoroughly. Much paperwork was destroyed by Kiss, the band. Do you remember my Kiss cup?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
We're talking about the band Kiss, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
And it was the only present my mother-in-law from my marriage to my lovely wife ever gave me. And it was this enormous coffee mug with the Kiss band on it.
Yes.
I don't know if it was a regift. I don't know if it was a thrift shop find. I know in my heart of hearts it was marked down. Yeah, and it was the only ever gift I got. Very practical because I did drink a lot of coffee out of big cups.
Yes.
But it was the ugliest fucking thing you've ever seen. It pained me because I thought if I still had it, I would have given it to Charlie Bunny.
Oh, yeah, she would have liked it. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. It's disturbing how someone 20 years younger than us, thanks to very good parents, is into all the stuff that we're into.
But, Brady, so now I only drink drinks out of stuff like this and water bottles, like with the pop tops on. So I drink like an infant. They're trying to get me one that'll hang around my neck so it won't actually fall over. But apparently you can only get them as a novelty for pub crawls.
Yeah.
And they don't actually seal in any liquid. It's just a novelty thing.
Yeah.
Pub crawl, you're expected to get pissed anyway.
That's fair. This is my biggest drinking receptacle. I haven't actually used it for a while.
Stein of gorgeousness.
It holds like a liter, so I haven't actually used it for a while because it's really heavy. Like even when I like pack it full of ice and then pour Pepsi in there, it's like it's like you're at the gym just lifting it up to drink out of. It's really, even with nothing in it, it's pretty heavy. But
you always imagine Thor knocking off a few before going out and laying the hammer down.
Oh, I want to show you something, actually. Everyone else got to see this earlier. What am I doing? I got my deliveries Friday night. I ordered stuff from Kirsten's new workplace in Sydney, the Archie Rose Distillery, and it arrived today. And I've got to show you. Sorry?
That's quick.
It was pretty quick, yeah. It arrived and it had beautiful packaging. Everyone else got to see it, but I want to show it to you because I think you'll like it. Firstly, this was the key one, the rye rye malt whiskey, which just won an award for the best whiskey in its class, and so has immediately sold out. So I got in just in time. So it comes in this box, and it's like a gatefold. You go open one side,
Oh, wow.
open the other side, and there's your whiskey in there, which I really like. I'm going to have to think of something to do with this box. I think, like a...
Turn it into a tabernacle.
No, so something goes in there, some religious thing. And the gin...
We'll call it the Shrine to Archie, and we'll have something Archie related in there every time you open it. Like, they open it first, and there's this massive phallus in there, and you go, "Oh,
yeah,
this reminds us of fecundity."
It's the right size for a dildo, yeah.
And you open it up, and there's a dildo, and you say, "Oh, this reminds us of virility." And you close it up, and you open it up, and there's a dildo with money on it, and you go, "This is his." This is his empowering of abundance doctrine of the Christian church.
Yes.
There's so much easy to go around that he will power up other churches. And they're doing pretty well for themselves.
That makes sense.
That was me. I did that.
That's pretty good. This is the other thing I got. Their Distillers Strength gin in this beautiful bag. And it's like, yay! It's like overproof gin, but it's this really cute bag, which I'm definitely keeping because it's definitely useful because it's a little drawstring. It's good for carrying stuff. But this is definitely shrine-like. The whiskey box is definitely shrine-like. Various objects of worship have to be placed in there.
I think so. Fetishes.
Yes, in the literal sense.
Doesn't necessarily mean sex. It just means objects of worship.
Yes, it's kind of like, because the idea is a fetish is the essential distillation of something, and that's why when you talk about sex fetishes, it's
obsession. It's the incarnate of the obsession. So a fetish is just an obsession. Obsession can be a sexual fetish, a religious fetish.
Religious icons are sometimes called fetishes. An individual thing that represents your religious fervor can be regarded as a fetish. And Kirsten's just ordered a container of display boxes.
Fetishized weapons as well. Weapons were fetishes. Male is sacred, especially in Japan.
While I'm talking about Salumi, while I'm talking about Archie Rose, Salumi must have been looking at their site because, yes, Archie Rose lets you customize bottles. You can get customized vodka. You can get customized gin. You can say, I want it flavored with X, Y, Z. And I don't know if you remember a while ago, we were talking about their customized whiskey casks, which obviously take a while, but it's obviously a thing people plan for landmark birthdays, 18th, 21st, 30, 40, 50, and you go to them and say, oh yeah, I want a 40-liter cask with these characteristics, and they will do it and age it, and their master distiller will look after it for you, and then on the designated date you will get it all in bottle form with personalized labels. I don't know. Okay, this is like bad, but I just thought maybe I should do that for my 60th birthday. That gives them enough time to get a good vintage happening on it. Get about 20 bottles of Angry Aussie whiskey for my 60th birthday. It cost about $4,000, and
you're only 60 once, bro.
I'm fucking tempted. I am fucking tempted.
We have white night practice soon.
Sure.
You and I.
Oh yes. Okay. Yes. Okay.
I've worked out a new set of interview questions, and so we'll have some white night practice. I'm checking out all of the sponsors, and then I'll get back to you after the weekend.
Yep. Well, we also should talk to our mate Aaron, who is working hard, I think, and has always been a good brother in arms for that sort of thing, both with the sourcing and the enjoying. He did help me out last year, and he came to me. He's just on social media and goes, "I'm going shopping for New Year's Eve," and I'm like, "Cool. What are you?" And I'm so fucking thick. I'm like, "Cool. What are you shopping for?" And he went, "Adventure and wisdom." I went, "Oh, sorry.
Oh, yes, right.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
good, okay." So, and I'm not saying that that's the reason my New Year's Eve stream went to 6 a.m., but that's the reason my New Year's Eve stream went to 6 a.m. So,
I was I timed it badly because I timed it badly because I should have. I probably would have been able to stream with you last night a lot longer, but I was already rambling by the time we shut up shop. So yeah, it was time to go. I noticed in the news today that nothing happened.
Nothing happened apart from South Australia going into a mad fucking lockdown, and so we got to keep this up every time. I think maybe I don't need to keep up the live streams to keep everyone company. It's just like someone goes like, "No, dude, I'm locked in by myself. Please, this is the only interaction I get." It's just okay, cool.
Well, I was thinking that myself. Oh, it's easing up. We'll probably start to back off now. And then when I seen Adelaide go downhill, I went, maybe not. I have a feeling that Adelaide won't. Adelaide's got a Labor premier now.
No, Liberal. So that's the fun thing. The Murdoch tabloids are not going to viciously attack the Premier the way they did Dan Andrews because he's LNP.
But he's got to do the same thing. Well, isn't he going to just
give me, like, you know how they loved saying Dictator Dan? This guy's called Marshall. So you just have to, the pun's already there. You talk about martial law and, but it's just like, fuck him. Yes, Kirsten, I know you're allowed to go outside, and I'm glad you enjoy our company, quite honestly. Wow. See, fuck me. Now, because Sir Lumi got me thinking about the custom Archie Rose things, and I'm going like, yeah, buddy, a 20-liter cask for fucking $4,000, one of a kind stuff. Jesus.
Yeah, you don't get that twice.
Yeah. Hey, apropos of nothing, I want to share something because I think it's funny. Of the various dumb, sort of right-wing, blowhard, hypocritical, very stupid people who think they're smart but are actually very stupid, there's a British one called Paul Joseph Watson, and he sucks up to the American MAGA types. But there's this very funny self-owned today, someone fucking just got him, and I'll show you the image. I got it on Facebook. Basically, okay, so Ben Shapiro's done this shit of, because Harry Styles posed for something with wearing a dress, and Ben Shapiro's been saying stuff about, oh, they're trying to emasculate men. And so Paul Joseph Watson's gone, how dare Ben Shapiro try to define masculinity? Look at him, say people who looks like this. And he's got that meme thing. And as someone's pointed out, that's literally you. That's what you look like.
Yeah, own goal there, mate.
And it's just like, I don't know who first said the line, but I always use it like these right-wingers. They say they're opposed to socialism, but they seem to love being publicly owned because they just set themselves up to just look like such fucking. They all do. They think they're really smart, and they say stuff that's so brain-bendingly stupid that you're like, dude, it's just so easy to fucking get you on
private
this.
schoolboy rules.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Thornbleby's said something that Oik would say, and then you say something in shorthand that everyone knows is witty and brave and knowing. But on the actual surface of it, doesn't seem that way. But everyone knows that underneath the surface is witty, brave. But the actual words are stupid.
Yeah.
It's like calling the second Sea Lord Bunny. So, no, that's not helping him or you. And they do this all the time. They expect everyone to play by this set of rules that they understand, and then when they don't, they go, "Oh, it's not Christian at all." No, it's combat warfare with life.
Yes.
And your decisions that are bad, that I didn't endorse, and that are affecting me.
Yeah. And it's kind of funny, like when they set up this culture to just rip on people and say facts don't care about your feelings and fuck your feelings, and then they get upset when it's used against them. Like one of them, there's this fucking stupid shit called Turning Point USA, which is creepy old billionaires paying young-ish people to propagandize on university campuses to try and make people at university be less lefty and more conservative. And this one guy who's the centerpiece of this, Charlie Kirk, and the meme has just been like, because they just pose all these pictures like with stupid text about why they think socialism is bad, with Charlie Kirk sitting there with a smug expression. And the memes just become to shrink his face on the things. And you start off by making it just a little bit too small, and then you just keep going until it's this tiny little face in the middle of a big head. Yeah, and that's just become the joke to make fun of him. And so he had his own Turning Point USA conference. And it was all these fans, just these right wingers and stuff. But they just started to get bored, and they were just sharing memes of him with a shrinking face. And he got on stage and he was super upset because, like, no, you're meant to be owning the libs. And everyone's just like, yeah, dude, but you're really fucking boring. And it's just funny to do this meme of you with a shrinking face because you've got a weird big head. And it's like, he doesn't get, if you set people up to mock everyone, be shitheads, be mean and nasty to everyone, they'll be mean and nasty to you. It's because it's just, there's blood in the water, man. And when you start saying you're upset, that just makes them do it more.
I watched a bloody news report once about how terrible the internet was because it could do horrible things to people because these people don't see the people they're hurting and they don't see the pain they cause. And I went, blah, hold the phone, stop the presses. Lady, they know the hurt they cause. And they enjoy it. They fucking love it. And they hide behind their their cover, and they come out and they throw some darts, and they hide behind again, and then they peek out to see the damage they've made, completely safe in their anonymity. Not knowing that a bit of Geek Tools will find them and you can dox them in under an hour if you want to. Effectively, so this woman's going, they don't know. No, they do know.
Yeah, they enjoy it.
I've met some trolls. I had one experience where this troll was my actually very good friend, and I didn't know about this particular aspect of his character. Was that deep in the heart of darkness was this troll trying to get out.
Yep.
and it would leap out every now and again. This trollish behaviour, and I was just going, why did you spend so much effort punching down on nobody? And what are you getting from that? And it you know, look, it comes down to I grab my pee with my hand. You know, they get the jollies out of it. I never engage with trolls if I can, because I don't want to lose my life on a typewriter talking to Sunkissed the dog. I see these people set up trolls to go and attack, but then you get your alt-right attackers, because your alt-left attackers, your Chinese communist social engineers. It's not engineering when it's just putting the boot in through the front door.
Yeah,
that's not engineering.
Yeah,
it's not engineering when you threaten the secretary for the key. That's not engineering. It's just fucking punching shit out of people.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I also wanted to point out people trying to say hello to you. Big Pat's on Twitch, wanting to say hi to you.
Hi, Big Pat.
And Locust Trooper wanted to know, we were talking earlier with his 3D printing and computer stuff, it's like sold 50,000 units of stuff in the last week or so. So he's fucking killing it. Lockdown is making him, COVID's making him a fucking legend, which is nice.
Well done, that man.
Well, yeah.
Well done, that man.
Yeah.
I bossed the house. He's still alive. It's like the laser printers just done 50,000 units and sold them last week and made a fucking fortune.
Yeah. So I made the millionaire cocktail for him a bit earlier. So,
yeah, fucking nice.
Just doing legendary work during COVID, which is nice. He did say it was fun to go into Centrelink and say, fuck yous all.
No money from you this week, thank you. Except, you know what you should do when you're on Centrelink and you get a lot of money? Go in and say, hey, guys, I got a lot of money. Here's the amount of money I got, and this is how much tax I've paid on it. So I've declared that. Oh, so you're going off? No.
Yeah.
And then don't get a gig next week and get paid fully. And then do get a gig, or say there's only going to be 7 gigs. Yeah. So you keep the checks and you cash them once every 3 weeks, a month. Yeah, like a month is more.
Yeah.
Is more realistic.
Yeah.
And then you plan them. But no, I'm not going to reach the point toward the end of time, so we'll just leave that one as crashed.
Yeah.
And go back and say congratulations.
Yeah, just like that. I also like Annette, when we're talking about the right-wing fuckhead's own tactic going against him, a popular way of putting it is, man who voted for the party for eating people's faces never expected them to eat his face. It's the belief that it won't come back and get you is the downfall of a lot of these people.
Yes. Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
So it's like they open the door to these tactics and are horribly surprised when the tactics are used against them. I mean, we even used to, back when I used to play Dungeons and Dragons, and poison is a thing, and people start going like, can I use poison weapons? And it's like, well, effectively poisoning a weapon is A, very difficult, B, a risk to yourself. You might accidentally poison yourself. C, if you are using poison effectively, the monsters are going to start to realize that something's happening, and they will work it out, and the monsters will start using poison. It's like an arms race. So technically, yeah, you could start experimenting with poisoning your weapons.
But if you do that, understand it'll come back on you.
Yeah, there's a real downside.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, it all comes back on you.
It does. So, and actually with that, bedtime's coming back on me. Because bedtime. And
I'm starting to fade myself.
Yeah. Definitely going to explore this little beauty, the Archie Rose single malt.
Lovely.
Just won an award at the Australian Spirit Awards for best. So, and Kirsten tells me it sold out straight after. So I got my order in just before they sold out of it.
Nice. Can you get Kirsten to tell me if our little sojourn to the Uni New South worked, or was blowing smoke?
I don't know what you're saying there.
She will.
Cool. Okay. Well, I'm going to go to Betty Bye. Stella's just made at home. Everyone's coming up with handy things for you and knocking over mugs. Stella's saying you get these weighted ones that are self-writing. I know Megaleech was talking about ones that are designed for people running that's actually like on a string so you can hang them around your neck. So everyone's got helpful suggestions in there, which I know.
Yes, and I just need basically infant designs in adult sizes.
Yeah. That's it. Kirsten says she has not yet ventured, by the way. So
okay.
So
thank you, Kirsten. I was just hoping that it would be successful and I wasn't sending you on a ridiculous chase into nothingness.
That's okay. Well, I'm going to go to bed now.
Okay.
In all probability, see all you fine people tomorrow. In the meantime, you all look after yourselves. And